wanted to just introduce and bring the council up to date on a project that I think is very exciting for this community. Matt Glowacki has speared a memorial for someone we all admire and miss, Maureen Mengelt. So I wanted to give him an opportunity to just speak to the memorial that he's putting together. Thank you.
I'm going to move this down a little bit and try and use my voice that everybody can hear. Can everybody hear me okay?
Of course.
Okay, great. Again, my name is Matt, and this all started about 2.5 months ago when Jeff Robbins from the Sun Prairie Media Center reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to do a television show on the local cable access program or channel. And I said yes. And he said, well, what do you want to do? And I said, why don't we do a program that celebrates people doing happiness here in Sun Prairie? And he said, what do you mean? And I said, well, there are tons of things happening in Sun Prairie that people are doing because they just love to serve and love to help. And he said, what do you think that looks like? And I said, well, why don't we look around the community and see what's actually happening right now that we can tag on to and celebrate. And it just so happens that the memorial and the walk, the 5K walk for Maureen was happening at the end of the month. And so what we decided to do is take some cameras out there and focus on all of the good works that people were doing and celebrating something so good that's come out of such a terrible tragedy. And then I started thinking, you know, there needs to be something more than what's actually being done. And I think we know what's been being done as a memorial is the shoes at the corner. And that's great and that's wonderful, but there have been some concerns about safety and what do we do in the winter and all that kind of stuff. And so what I thought was, why don't we put together a little bit more of a substantial memorial? And the memorial that I've designed, I think people have copies of. And what I'd like to do is read the text to it and basically introduce it. What I've decided to do is take anonymous donations for this and completely fund it separately from anything from the city to guarantee that it's going to be done. And I'm very fortunate that I've been working with some really good people within the city that have helped me go through all the processes that we need to go through to actually get this done. And so what I'd like to do is read the text on the memorial and maybe answer any questions from anyone about what we're doing or what the future is or what we're planning on doing with it. Okay? Okay. Here we go. Maureen Mengelt passed away at the age of 57 on Sunday, April 7th, 2013. Her quick smile and positive attitude lifted everyone she met. Her interests were simple, but brought out a passion and happiness that inspired others. Family, friends, running good coffee, attending her children's music programs, and sporting events. Her family has honored her by establishing the Maureen Mengelt Memorial Fund to benefit Sun Prairie's youth activities. Her husband Kevin says that the fund is proof that good truly can come out of tragedy. The city of Sun Prairie recognizes Maureen's selfless acts and compassion and is inspired by her family's dedication to cultivating good works in our community. And so that's what's going to be on the plaque. There is an image on the plaque, and it is an image that I found that Kevin has put forth on the Facebook page. It's shoes with flowers in them. And so we're keeping the ideas of the shoes alive, but we're presenting it in a memorial that will be put on a stand about 32 inches off the ground at an angle that people will be able to see and come over and visit 365 days a year. And it'll be out of all the concerns of traffic and that sort of thing too. So that's what we're going to be doing. And I invite people in about a month to go over and visit it. It's going to look great. It's going to be big. It's going to be awesome. Questions? Oh, you guys are totally easy. Really? Nothing? Wow.
I'd like to thank you for working on this, and thank you for highlighting positive stories in Sun Prairie.
Oh, no problem. There's so many of them. And it was really funny. I moved to Sun Prairie back in 2000. And at the time, I was looking for an apartment that was accessible with 2 bedrooms, attached garage, and a washer and dryer. And Sun Prairie was the place. So that's how I ended up here. But ever since I've been, oh my goodness, the energy in this town and the way we come together, all the festivals is absolutely amazing. And I even am getting used to the noises from the racetrack. So it's absolutely great. So anything I can give back or anything I can contribute, to keep the energy going, I absolutely love to. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem at all. Thanks again. I'm going to give this one back to you because I've got more copies at home. Thanks again.
Thank you so much.